ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, yesterday we have started our section discussing grammar. So, yesterday we looked at some concepts. Today we will also look at few concepts and then begin the topic of Karaka, which is a very important topic. So, there are two kinds of padas in Sanskrit. We saw them yesterday. So, can you tell Mataji, which are the two kinds of padas in Sanskrit? Remember? You can see. Yeah? Yeah. Subanta and Tinganta. Yes. Two kinds of padas are known as Subanta and Tinganta. What is the difference, Prabhu, between Subanta and Tinganta? Yes?
Subanta as in soup. What was it? Rayana? What is suffix? Rayana?
Yeah, Pratyaya.
And Tinganta as in ting. So means Tananta is verb and Subanta is basically everything else.
Yeah, yes. So, Subanta are, you can say, nouns. Yeah, they are nominal words or nouns, while the Tingantas are verbs. So, these two, they are there. So, how are Subantas formed and how are Tingantas formed? How are they formed? What is connected to what? And then you get a Subanta Padam. Yes, Mataji?
Anda plus ting is Tinganta.
Yeah.
And this Pratipadika plus sub is
Subanta. Yes. And the Anga itself is also made up of what? Anga. Within the Tinganta, Anga, what does Anga mean? Yeah. Dhatu plus Pratyayas. Yeah. So, that is good. Dhatu plus some Pratyayas plus Ting Pratyayas becomes, typically it becomes Tingant Padam, and Pratipadikam plus Supratyayas becomes Subanta Padam. Okay. How many vachanas are there in Sanskrit? How many vachanas? Yes, please. Yeah.
Singular, is
Eka vachanam.
eka vachanam, dual, two, and plural.
Yeah. Okay. So there are these three vachanas in Sanskrita. Eka vachanam, dvi vachanam, bahu vachanam. So in the number, you can have these three different kinds of words denoting the numbers. Okay. Yes. What are the three purushas in Sanskrita? Three purushas in Sanskrita. Mataji wants to tell behind. You remember? No. Okay, you remember. Yeah. What are they? Prathama. Yes. So what would be Uttama? Uttama Purusha? What would that be? I. Yeah, very nice. I, or say in three vachanas, all three numbers. Correct. So in Uttam Purusha, what will that be? Anyone remembers in Uttam Purusha? Yes, bro?
I, we two, or we two?
We all.
We all.
Yeah. So in Sanskrita, you remember? What are those words? Aham, avam. Very nice. Vayam. Yes. In Madhyam Purusha, what are the three Purushas in Madhyam? I mean, what are the three numbers in Madhyam Purusha? How will we say you two, and you all in Sanskrit? Yeah. Tvam, yuvam, yuyam. This is in Madhyam Purusha. And then finally, Prathama Purusha, Sahataute, Satetaha, Tattetani. Or anything else like Rama, Sita, Krishna, Radha, whatever. Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. Sita, Site, Sitaha. Like that it will be. So, that is it. Okay, good. So, few more things before we move to Karakam. See, there are also words, categorized in terms of Ajanta and Halanta. Ajanta and Halanta. The words are also classified like this. Ajanta and Halanta. What does Ajanta and Halanta mean? That which ends with ach, ends with ach is known as Ajanta. That which ends with hal is known as Halanta. So now what is ach and hal? Basically it is another name for vowel, swara, and hal is another name for consonant, which means vyanjana. Okay. So, if your word ends with a vowel, the last letter of your words is a vowel, then you call it, it is a word which is ajanta. Ach is the name of swara. Basically, swaras are known as ach in Panini's language. Panini gave that name, ach. So, where does from that name come ach? I will tell you that. Similarly, halant is that which has at the end hal. So, hal means what? Hal means any consonant. So, why is Panini calling the swaras as ach and the vyanjanas as hal. So that has got to do with the 14 sutras that Panini received from Lord Shiva. So just I'll show you that so that you will know why they are known like this. Hmm? Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I think because you were in between talking, you are disrupted by somebody. Okay, no problem. So I am telling that the words are also classified. The Subantas are classified in two categories called as Ajanta and Halanta. I am talking about Subantas. The Subantas themselves can be classified as Ajanta or Halanta. And that classification, see, this is Subantas now. Those words meaning nouns, they can be classified as Ajanta or Halanta depending on how is your word ending. Is it ending with Swara or is it ending with a Vyanjana? See, I will be using Sanskrit terms because, yeah, those are the ones which I want you to remember. English is like, okay, vowel, consonant, but if you are learning Sanskrit, so you should remember Swara, you should remember Vyanjana. These are the words that, slowly you get into your system. So, is your word ending with Swara or is it ending with Vyanjana? It is an important detail in Sanskrit. Based on that, a lot of factors are determined. Yeah, so that you have to see, right? You have to know that. So if I say a word like Rama, Rama, is it ending with Swara or is it ending with Vyanjana? Okay. If I say a word like Mahat, Bhavat, Vak, Rama, Sita, Radha, Krishna, Bhagavat. So you have to understand how the words are ending. Okay. So you see few words I am writing here and you have to tell me whether they are ending with a swara or Vyanjana. Okay. Is word Rama ending with ach in the sense swara, or is it ending with a vyanjana? Ending means you understand the last letter. Ending means you have to just look at the last letter. Huh? So Rama word is ajanta or halanta? Ajanta, very nice. Huh? Sita word is ajanta or halanta? Anybody feels it is halanta? Anyone feels it is halant or it is ajanta? Ajanta. Why? What is the last letter in this? Yes, Mataji? A, right? A is the last letter. And whether A is a swara or vyanjana? It is a swara, right? So that's why this is ajanta. Vak. Yes, Prabhu? Brian, Prabhu? Halanta. Because it is ending with what letter? Ka. Kakara. Very nice. So that's how you should answer. It is ending with kakara. Okay? Krishna. It is ajanta or halant? Ajanta. Ending with which sound in the end? Yes. So, also you can mention as akara. It's possible. Swaras also can be said to by saying kara. So you can say Krishna, word is ending with akara. Radha, word is ending with akara. Very nice. Mahat, the word Mahat, Mataji. Is it ajanta or halanta? Halanta. And what is it ending with? Yeah. Yeah, T. So what would be that in Sanskrit? Ta, it's takara. Takara. You call it as takara. Word bhavat. How is it ending? Very nice. Halanta and takara. Vanik. Yes, Mataji, you want to tell? Ka. Halanta. Very nice. And it is ending with what? Ka. So it's called as kakar. When you want to say ka, so you say ka kara. This kara can be added in front of every, like that. So it becomes kakara. Basically, you want to say that it is ending with k, then ka. So you will say it is ending with kakara. If it is ta, you will say takara. If it's pa, you will say pakara. Like that. That is the way to speak. Okay. So vanik is also ending with a consonant meaning a vyanjana, and it's called as halanta. The word is called as halanta. This is a halanta word. Before we saw this halanta also as the symbol. We said that if you have this ka and then if you have this line, then this symbol is called as halanta. So it is basically similar. But point here is we are calling now the whole word as halanta because it is ending with hal, meaning it is ending with vyanjana. Okay, rashtra. Is it ajanta or halanta? Ajanta. Rashtra. How is it ending? Akara. Yes. So this is ending with akara actually. So you see sh, ta, refa, but then end akara. Like that. Rashtra or ushtra, such words. Ashva. How is it ending? Vrindarana Gopal? Ajanta. And by which? Akara. Very nice. Artha. Yes, Brian Prabhu. Artha. Ajanta. Akara. Very nice. So, this becomes an important detail because based on your word is ajanta or halanta, the forms that it will take will be determined. So, we are going to see this. So, when I ask you, what is this word in grammar, like Rama? So, how you answer is like this, that Rama is an ajanta word, ajanta akaranta word. Akaranta, because at the end there is a. Huh? So you say ajanta akaranta. Alright? Ajanta akaranta. Ajanta akaranta. Ajanta akaranta. Ajanta akaranta. Ajanta, no. What? Halanta takaranta. Very nice. Halanta kakaranta. Halanta, halanta, halanta or ajanta? Ajanta akaranta. Ajanta, ajanta. Okay, good. So, see, why is Panini given that name Ach? Because when he received, I don't have Maheshwar Sutras in diacritics, so I am showing you this file only. When he received the 14 sutras from Shivji, so you can see first sutra is Ai Und, second is Rilak, A Ong, I Ouch, and with this it begins with A, ends with Ch, Ach. All the swaras are included in this. When Panini received it from Lord Shiva, you know, the swaras get over in these 4 sutras. First, second, third, fourth. Now you may say, Prabhu, where is A in this? See, basically along with A, he also received the longer version of A, which is A. He received that also. So A includes A also. E includes E also. U includes U. R includes R. Then A, O, I, O. So does this, do these 4 sutras cover all the swaras? They cover all the swaras. You can see what else is remaining. Yeah.
Why are there also na, ka, ma, cha?
They have been, yeah. Actually, that's what, it's all a system, you know. In order to make sets, these additionally, these are like, you can say, in the end, these are just some delimiters. These delimiters allow you to make a set called as un, and that set will have 3 letters, A, E, U. So, these end ones, they are not to be counted as swaras, but they are just to make the delimiters. See, this all details are there when you are learning Sanskrit with the sutras. Then you understand why it's so important that they have been given in that manner. There are sets in Panini's system, set called as pratyahar. Like if I say an, then it means A, E, U. If I say ak, it means A, E, U, R, L. If I say ang, it means A, E, U, R, L, A, O. If I say ach, it means all of them. So you understand why the name ach came? Ach came because in that ach set, in Panini's language it's called pratyahara, in which all these letters have been like it's like a bag. The name of the bag is ach, and in that all the swaras come. So that's why swaras are known as ach, and they are at the end of the word. Then you call that word as ajanta. Somebody may say ach plus anta should have become achanta, right? Ach is at the end. Ach, anta, achanta. No. But again, there is some rule of sandhi that instead of cha, the third letter is taken. Cha, cha, ja, ajanta. Just as before also I told you, sup plus anta became subanta and not supanta. That is because of a special rule like that. Similarly, if you see here ha and there is la here at the end. So if you go from ha to la, all your Vyanjanas get completed. Haya, vara, la, nyamanga, na, na, jha, ghada, dha. See, these are all fifth letters in the Varga. These are all fourth. This and this is fourth. These are all third. These are all second. These are all first. And these are sibilants. And on top here you have covered the semi-vowels. So in this way, these sutras have completely covered all the Vyanjanas. It begins with ha and ends with, this delimiter la, hal. That's why in Panini's system, the Vyanjanas are known as hal. That is his name to the. So halanta, ajanta. So actually these 14 sutras are so useful. Once you develop more interest and you study from sutras, then you will understand it is a world in itself. By these sets, all sutras have been written by using these sets. Like ach is a set, or ak is a set. So there will be a sutra based on that set. Akaha savarne dirgha. And this is one sutra of Panini. So it uses all these sets like that. Different kinds of sets. And based on, there are around 44 sets like this. On these 14 sutras, you can make 44 sets. And based on that, the whole Panini's 4,000 sutras are based on those sets. For us, I am not taking sutras. So for you, I wanted to show you why they are called ach and hal. That was the purpose. Like that. So ach means swaras, hal means the Vyanjanas. So ajanta and halanta. So it's very important in Sanskrita, any word you recognize, first and foremost, you should recognize whether it is ajanta or halanta, and then what karanta it is. Ajanta akarant, va ajanta ikarant, or ajanta ekarant, what it is exactly. That should be recognized. That is a very important thing. This way. So typically, those when we are talking about Sanskrit, we will talk like this. Rama, the word Rama is ajanta akaranta. So that's why in nominative case it will take a form called as Ramam. This is how you speak in Sanskrit. The language should be like this. Ajanta akaranta or halanta pakaranta. All this like that in this manner. Okay. So that is ajanta halanta. And you can also see the various varnas that are there in this. See, when I say Rama, how many varnas it has got? See, when I say varna, varna is the most fundamental syllable, most fundamental letter. So when I say Rama, you think that if you break it down to the most fundamental varnas, how many varnas it has got? Yes, Prabhu? 4. Very nice. What are they? R? What is R? No, what is R? No, there is nothing called Refa. That's good. Refa, Akara, Makara. Very nice. So that is how. When you say Sita, Prabhu, the split? Sakara, Ikar or Ikar? Ikar, Takara, plus Akara. Very nice. So this particular thing that you are doing now, it is called as Varna Vinyasa. You are splitting the Varnas to their fundamental arrangement. That is called as Varna Vinyasa. Okay. It's a simple thing. Just I am telling you so that you can. Varna Vinyasa means I give you a word, you are splitting all the varnas and telling me. That's it. That is varna vinyas. Simple thing. Varna vinyas. The arrangement of varnas. What are the different varnas in this word? You are telling me. That's called varna vinyas. That is it. And that is important just to recognize what is the final letter. That is very important in Sanskrit. What is the final letter? Because, yeah, as I said, based on that, you have some considerations. You know. So, Rama, Sita, Krishna. Will you be able to tell Varna Vinyas of Krishna? You know, you split the Varnas to its root. How do you begin? Yeah, so Kakara. After Kakara? Do you recognize this or no? It's R. Huh? Yeah? What happened?
It's Indian it's like the West, yes.
No, how do you write R? This is plain, no? This is how you write R or
Probably line and then a little, yeah, more like this.
this one?
Yeah.
German also we learned first one.
Okay.
English is the second one.
So, okay, this is more in British. Huh? This is in American. Okay, that's okay. Both are fine. Yeah. So, yeah, it would have been best if I knew German. I would have, German to Sanskrit, that would have been good, right? You learn both. So, no problem. Yeah, so, yeah, I am writing in diacritics, that's why, so that for you it should not be a trouble. Unless until, yeah, you are yet to practice maybe those recognizing varnas. So, that's why it might take time, no problem. But at least some you can recognize. This is Kakara. What is this? This? This is Refa. Yeah. Then third one? Shakara. Fourth one? Nakara. And finally? Akara. So this is how. When you come to Vanik, Varna Vinyas, Mataji, you can do? Achha, she is busy. Brian, yeah, Prabhu, you can do? Vanik's Varna Vinyas. Vakara, Akara. Very nice. So that's right. This word, Vakara, Akara, Nakara, Ikara and Kakara, ending with Kakara. So it is Halanta Kakaranta. Yeah.
Against this, how do you pronounce in Rama? It is R, and then in Krishna, how do you say?
This R, this is Repa. Repa. Repha. No. So, maybe you missed that particular session, I think. Yeah, see, when there is only R, that varna called as Ra, and if you want to tell me that that is what you are referring, so instead of calling Rakara, only for that Ra, the method is to say Repha. Only for that Ra, nothing else. For all rest, it is Kara. Repha. So, that's what. So, this is Kakara, this is Repha, this is Shakara, Nakara, Akara. Fine. Similarly, Vanik, Artha, Akara, Repha, Takara, Akara. This is how. Okay. Fine. So, now, what happens is, why this analysis becomes important is because depending on how your word ending, you are going to have the different forms. Like all the words that end with, that are Ajanta and Akaranta, all the words that are Ajanta and Akaranta, Ajanta plus akaranta. Okay. They will take similar forms, declensions or conjugations, you can say, for the nouns. All the words which are ajant and akarant will take the similar forms. They are said to be declensions. They will decline in the similar manner. What does that mean? Ajanta and akaranta, this word is there, Rama. Can you tell me some more words which are ajanta and akaranta? Shiva, very nice. Arjuna, very nice. What more? Bhima. Nakula, Sahadeva, Madhava, Dinakara. Just go on taking all these names. Every name is ajanta akaranta. So once you know how Rama declines, you know for all these words how they decline. Because they will decline in the same fashion. What does that declension mean? The forms of the words. Like if I am going to say Rama, and if I say for Rama or towards Rama, it declines as Ramaya. Like obeisances for Rama or to Rama. So it is Ramaya Namaha. So now Ajanta Akaranta Rama, if you learnt for Rama how the declensions work, you don't have to now separately learn for all other Ajanta Akaranta Shabdas. They will decline in the same manner. So if I say Rama, all other words which are Ajanta Akaranta, and this is basically for Rama or unto Rama, this is known as Chaturthi Vibhakti. This is the dative case. So as soon as I say Krishna, what will be this? Krishnaya. As soon as I say Madhava, what will be this? As soon as I say Dinakara, Dinakaraya. As soon as I say Lakshmana, yes. As soon as I say Shiva, that's it, done. Ajanta Karant. You learnt one, all of them will decline in the same fashion. So, Ramaya, Krishnaya, Shivaya, Madhavaya, Purushottamaya, Adhokshajaya, Nrisimhaya, everything, Aya. And then this is how that, Dhiro Vadati Vishnave. So he heard Vishnu and he said, Vishnaya. That's it. I was quoting that verse, right? Dhiro Vadati Vishnave, Murkho Vadati Vishnaya. So one who is not learned in Sanskrita, he heard, oh, yeah, I saw these devotees, they always say Namah Ramaya, Namah Krishnaya, Namah Madhavaya, Namah Vishnu, Namah Vishnaya. Will it be Vishnaya or no? And why it will not be Vishnaya? Very good, because it is Ajanta Ukaranta. Ajanta Ukaranta. Vishnu, yeah, Ajanta Ukaranta. So see, because it is Ajanta Ukaranta, it should not have been Vishnaya. But then, Murkho, that's why Murkho is called as a fool in that verse. Murkho Vadati Vishnaya. The uneducated person says Vishnaya Namaha. But Dhiro Vadati Vishnave. But the Dhiro, one who has learnt nicely, intelligent, he says Vishnave Namaha. Because Vishnu, Ajanta Ukarant, he knows that. It will become Vishnave. This way. So similarly, as soon as you say Sita, all Ajanta Akarant words you learnt, they will decline in the same manner. Now tell me some words which are Ajanta Akaranta. Yes. Ajanta and Akaranta. Rama, very nice. Sita, and you are saying Rama. Yeah. Rama, very nice. Yeah. It is Narayani. No, Narayani is also Durga. Narayani, the Durga has a name called Narayani. Suddenly, there is nothing called Narayana. because you have to know how the feminine pratyayas work. So Narayana, the feminine pratyaya of that will be Narayani always. It will never be Narayana, like that. Narayana, Narayani, like that it works. So maybe some other example, think of it. Akarant, Ajanta, and it ends with A. Any words? The word? So that Atma is actually a declension, Prabhu. The root word is not Atma. It's a declension. Here, this analysis should be applied at the root words. The original word is Atman. Atman has become Atma, like that. So here we are talking about the root words. So usually feminine names will be Akaranta, like Sita, Mala, Rama, Radha, Tara, all these names. These are Vrinda, all these names are the names which are Ajanta Akarant. So once you know the declension for this, it will work for everything. Like if I want to say obeisances to Sita Devi, Mother Sita, so I will say Sita Yai Namaha, Sita Yai. So here it was Rama Ya, but here it became Sita Yai. Why? Because there is difference. One is Ajanta Akarant, another is Ajanta Akarant. But as soon as you understood that Sita, the obeisances, if you want to offer, it becomes Sita Yai. Then what about Rama? Obeisances to Rama? Rama Yai. What about Vrinda? Vrinda Yai. That's why we say Vrinda Yai Tulasi Devi. You understand? Because there is Vrinda. Vrinda Yai. Sita Yai. Rama Yai. Radhika. Radhika Yai. Where do we say Radhika Yai? You have heard that word? Samudrashtakam. Namo Radhikaye Tvadiya Priyaye Namo Anantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam. You see? Namo Radhikaye. Why? Because Radhika is Ajanta Akarant. Sita Yai Namaha. Rama Yai Namaha. Radha Yai Namaha. Radhika Yai Namaha. Vrinda Yai Namaha. Mala Yai Namaha. Dhara Yai Namaha. Tara Yai Namaha. Like that. Tara Yai. Sita Yai. You can see. This way. So this becomes useful, this analysis, because of that. Because you just have to learn declensions for that particular Ajanta or Halant, whatever, Akarant, and this way. So in this way, you can see this analysis becomes useful. So typically when it comes to these words which are Halanta, they are declined little differently. Like Mahat. If you want to say Mahat, basically Mahat means great. And in the nominative case, that Mahat becomes Mahan. Mahan, it takes that form. So if I want to say obeisances to the great one, this Mahat, you know how does it turn into? Mahate. Mahate Namaha, meaning obeisances unto the great. Bhavat, Bhavate Namaha, obeisances unto you. Bhagavat, Bhagavate Namaha. You got? Where? Shishi Pahrad Lakshmi Nrsimha Dev Bhagwan ki. Where do we use the word Bhagavate? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. See? So that Bhagavate is coming because it is Chaturthi Vibhakti, Namaha. Whenever Namaha is there, this example that I am giving of the declension, especially it is always there with Namaha. Namaha will mandate you to use the dative case. So Namaha Ramaya, Namaha Sitayai, Namaha Mahate, Namaha Bhavate, Namaha Bhagavate, all these words, they will work like that. So in Sanskrita, that's how these declensions, if you can remember, and I was saying that nowadays with those apps and all, you don't have to even memorize so much. You just again and again see it and it will fit in your brain that, okay, this is how declensions work, like that. So, this is how it is. So, Ajanta Takarant or Halanta Takarant, like this, there are some certain words, and once you understand their declensions, then you are good to go with the other words. Yes, bro.
If I understand correctly, you are now just explaining us the system, how it works.
Yeah,
You're
system.
not going into the details.
Declensions. Yeah, we are not going yet. I am just telling you the system. Why that system has been made. Yeah. Now, the declensions, there are 24 declensions. One word Rama will take 24 declensions. So, how are they? That we are going to say. You say, don't worry about it. It's basically 24 because it is 3 numbers. Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. And then it will also have 8 different cases. So 8 into 3 becomes 24. But once you understand that table, it is just going to repeat for all of them. So by the time you come to 5th or 6th words, it is just like fixed in your brain how it works, that way. So like that, fine. So this is the importance of Ajanta and Halanta. And then final thing that we want to see is, before we start Karaka, is that what are the lingas, various linga, lingam in Sanskrita. What does lingam correspond to? Gender. Gender in English. So, there are 3 genders in Sanskrit. Lingam. What is it? First one is Pumlinga. Pumlinga, or it's also sometimes pronounced as Pullinga. Both are fine, no problem. You can see here is an Anuswara, so after Anuswara, naturally there is these semi-vowels or sibilants. Typically they are the ones they come. So Pumlinga, or you can say Pullinga, LL, Pullinga, this is fine. Or you can say Pumlinga. That's both are fine. This is masculine. Then Strilinga. Which is feminine. And third one is neuter gender. In Sanskrita. Napumsaka, which means neuter. Okay. The words in Sanskrita, they can have these 3 genders or lingas. So, the words which are masculine gender are called as Pumlinga. The words which have feminine gender are called Strilinga. And then finally, Napumsaka or Napumsaka Linga. Just add that linga to each one of them. Napumsaka Linga. Pumlinga, Strilinga, Napumsaka Linga. So typically the Pumlinga words, they end with a. Like words like Madhava, Nara, Ashva, Gaja. These are typically speaking Pumlinga words. There are sometimes some exceptions, but primarily the words which are ending with akara, they are the words which are masculine. or the words which also end with ikar, e, they are also usually pumlinga. The words that end with also ukar, they are usually pumlinga. Like I'll give an example. If you have a word ajaha or aja or ajaha, oh, the word aja, how is it ending? So aja, akarant, ajanta, akarant word. So will it be pumlinga, strilinga or napunsaka? Pumlinga, very true. Now this word aja, what does it mean? Aja? Unborn. Yeah, that is one meaning. One more? Okay, that's also one meaning.
What is water? What is something?
No, up is water. Yeah. Goat, very nice. Aja means goat. And aja can also mean grains. As in ajwain. You take ajwain. You know ajwain? Ajwain is, yeah. So first time when this Western Indologist read a term, like now this I will tell some aspect of scripture. Baladev Vidyabhushan speaks about this, Ajena yashtavyam. This is a phrase in the Vedas. Ajena yashtavyam. It means that yashtavyam means you should perform sacrifice. Ajena, by aja. You should perform the sacrifice using or by aja. You should perform the sacrifice using aja. Now what does aja mean in that phrase? It can mean grains, it can mean goat, you are unborn, Brahma, it can mean all these things. So now, yajena yashtavyam, as you correctly guessed, if you have to perform sacrifice, there is this samedha that is put in the sacrifice. And what are that? Those are the grains. So it's quite logical that ajena yashtavyam means in the sacrifice, use the grains. So by using grains, you perform the sacrifice. Like that. But Western Indologists, without knowing the context of the words, they said this to explain, and these are like big time European Indologists. They translated this phrase as, one should perform the sacrifice by a goat. Instead of saying by uses of grains. Why? Because he may know that aja can take 4, 5, 6 meanings. But you have to also know the context there. No? What is the context? So if the context is not clear, out of those 5 meanings, you will take any meaning which is just irrelevant over there and come up and twist or rather misinterpret Shastra like that. So many of the Indologists, they misinterpreted Shastra like that, because they took just meaning whichever they wanted, but they didn't see what is the context there, what is the meaning governed by the acharyas, by the tradition. So they just forgot the tradition and they started giving their own interpretation. No, I think here the meaning should be aja. You have to see there what should be the meaning. You can't just put any word anywhere. Yes, Mataji.
Could it be that that's why so many misunderstandings came? Because they are like food, they eat knowledge, and for them this is normal, like to eat knowledge.
Yeah.
That's why they put this word as goat.
Yeah, that's true. See, there can be multiple reasons, yes, why a person is using that kind of interpretation. It depends on his background and, what kind of ideas they have from their upbringing and all that. So it's true, yes. But point is, because in Vedas, the words can have multiple meanings, and if you don't understand the context, then you just make the whole thing, completely distorted like that. So, like that distortion has done of Vedas a lot. That is why also some ideas became very popular as mythology and all, Actually, Vedas are not mythology, they are the truth. But because they use the words in such a way and gave some different kinds of meanings and all, because of which the whole system, it got misinterpreted completely, like that. So, this one example Baladev Vidyabhushan gives, like Ajayana Yashtavyam. So, he says you should not mean here by Aja some goat or something, no. It has to be grains, because you use the sacrifice, you perform the sacrifice, then you use the grains in that, like that. So, just wanted to tell you that. So, Aja, so Aja over here can mean these different things. So, Aja word is Pumlinga, and if you have to make it into Strilinga, it can take a form Aja. Okay. Aja. Aja can mean a lady or a woman or a female goat. It can take these meanings. Aja means Pumlinga, Aja means Strilinga. So, in Sanskrita, you have to also know that what words take what sort of Strilinga. This is something to learn. I am just giving you some idea. Sometimes we may think Sundara becomes, in the feminine form, it becomes Sundari. Aja becomes Aja. Bhakta becomes Bhakta. So, this way. So, whether sometimes it takes E or it takes A, this is something to learn. How do those feminine forms, they get generated, that we have to see, like that. Like Deva. What is the female of Deva? Devi. And it's not Deva. You understand? It's Devi. So why? Because Deva takes that kind of feminine pratyaya suffix, which turns it into Devi, like that. So, what's the feminine of Guru? Guru? Gurvi. You have heard that word? Gurvi. Gurvi means female guru. The word. Gurvi, like that. So, like that, different words are there. So, Pumling, masculine. Striling means feminine. And typically, the Striling words feminine, they end with A or they end with E. These are the words. Typically, they are like that. Like the words Radha, Aja, Mala, Tara, Radhika, Balika, all these words. Typically, they end with Stri, meaning these Akar and all, they are feminine. Also, words like Nadi, Stri, Lakshmi, Rani, such words. Mathura will be very nice, very good example, feminine. A, ending with A. Mathura, Dwaraka, Mathura, all these. Kashi, yes. All the Saptapuris, these are known as 7 Puris. And these will be all feminine. All the rivers will be feminine names. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri, Sindhu, all these will be like that. Yeah? Vrindavana. So, the word Vrindavana, you are saying? Basically, Vrindavana, the word, when it is used in Sanskritam, it will be Vrindavanam. It comes in neuter gender. Vrindavana comes in neuter gender. Some words, although they will end with A, but they will be neuter gender, like Vana, Vanam, Jnana, Jnanam, Vrindavanam. These are all neuter gender words, So, we'll come to that. Yes, Mataji.
So it says Sindhu, that means it may end with A, E, and U.
A, E, U.
Feminine.
Pumling. Or the feminine, they will typically end with A, E, and then some more example, but these are primary. A, E, these are the ones. Like word like Kavita, it's a feminine word. Sundari, Radhika Sundari, like that. So these are all feminine words. And then comes Napunsaka words, which are words like Vana, Vana, Jnana, Tapa, these words. So you may see, I am giving you some general guideline, but you may say, Prabhu, see, Vana can be Napunsaka, although it is ending with Akara, and Aja is Pumlinga, although it is ending with Akara. So it's also a matter of learning the words. That's why I am giving you some general criteria, but you have to finally learn the words and understand whether it is Napunsaka or whether it is Pumlinga. General idea you can get, but you will also have to learn the words. Like the word Brahman, what do you think? Is it Napunsaka? Is it Pumlinga or is it Strilinga? Pumlinga? Napunsaka? Anyone for Striling? No? Striling? Yes. So the word Brahman is Napunsaka. Napunsaka word actually. It's not Pumlinga. It's not Striling certainly, but it is Napunsaka. So Jiva Goswami does a great philosophical analysis on this. Why Brahman is a neuter gender word? Because he says Brahman is devoid of potencies. He connects to the philosophical aspect of it. See, Sanskrit grammar and the philosophical implications, they go very close. You will learn this when you will go into depth of the Sanskrit. You will see that by Sanskrit grammar, they will bring out so many philosophical implications. So that is where sometimes the translation won't help. I mean, you may read translation, but unless and until you understand grammar, you will not get how that philosophical implication is coming. You may read that translation, you may get some basic sense of it. But unless and until you know the grammar, and once you know the grammar, by that you understand, oh, okay, this is how the philosophical implication is coming. So grammar is very much connected in analysis to the philosophical implication. It's not just textual analysis. What acharyas do, they will say that, see, this word is Ajanta Karant, so, and then they will connect it to the philosophy, like that. This word is Tatpurusha Samasa, and then they will draw some philosophical analysis on that. So that's how grammar is like very tightly bound with philosophical implications. So that's why those who learn it, they get that edge, because you understand now how that kind of implication is coming this way. Okay. So that's it. That is Lingam. So all these topics, they are introductorily discussed to you because we want to discuss Karakas. So remember, I discussed what all topics? I discussed Vachanam, then I discussed Purusha, then I discussed Linga or Lingam. I discussed what is Ajanta, Halanta, right? So all these topics we have discussed, Ajanta, Halanta, particular Karanta, what it is, what is Ach, what is Hal, all this is discussed now. So you understand these terms.
We should learn the terms.
Yeah, you should learn the terms. These terms you should learn. So initially, it's okay if you are using Vachanam means number or Purusha means person, but more and more, if you can remember those terms, then your language will become quite precise. You like it will be clear that you understand Sanskrit and you know those terms very nicely this way. So that's why I encourage you very much to learn those terms and use those terms. Instead of saying masculine gender, say Pumlinga. Instead of saying feminine gender, say Strilinga. Because then those words will help you to also memorize the concept very nicely this way. That those words are useful. And because those words are only used in the commentaries and what you will be reading, so that's why you have to be aware of those words. Is Jiva Goswami going to use masculine word in his explanation? No. What will he use? He will use Pumlinga, right? Is he going to use word like plural? No. He will say Atra, etat padam tu bahuvachanam, he will say. Now here, this padam, this word is bahuvachanam, this word is in plural. So then you understand what it means this way. Okay, so go through these phrases, go through these terms again and try to memorize them, try to use them whenever I ask you questions or like that, this way. Okay. Any questions on what we discussed till now? Yeah, Prabhu.
Something that's not related to this.
Yeah.
In the previous class, you said you were explaining the word
Dingant?
Tingant, and then in your explanation, I could understand that from the parts of the word, we can understand the complete meaning of the word. Similarly, when we say Govinda,
Govind.
we have to know what does it mean, Go and Vinda.
Absolutely.
Then we know the meaning of the word.
Yeah.
So is it like this for each and every word in Sanskrit?
Yeah. Okay. Good. See, the words in Sanskrit, they are in turn made up of some dhatu. The words themselves, like Subanta, when I was telling you Pratipadikam is the base word, right? But if you see, that word itself is also made up of some dhatu. So final thing you go always is dhatu. So now if you can understand what dhatu is there and what sort of the other word is there, how they have been combinedly, then you can understand very nicely that particular word. So yes, what you are telling is, that's right. Like Govindam, Gavam Vindati Saha Govinda. So this is a etymology of that word. I am giving you the etymology. It's called Vyutpatti in Sanskrit. So how that word is formed, what are the base words in it? Based on that, you will understand. So if you want to do that kind of level of analysis, Prabhu, then you have to learn Lahu Siddhant Kaumudi, because then it will go to that level. It will see how the words are formed. At initial level, you may know a word like, say, a word like Rama, Now, what's the meaning of Rama? What's the meaning of Rama? You know, Rama? Yeah? Yeah, okay.
It comes from this, also from a root.
Yeah, Ram, yes.
It means to please or to,
To enjoy,
enjoy.
yeah, to enjoy, to sport. Ram, Ramu Kridayam, to Krida. It is in the sense of sport. Ram means to have a pleasure cavort, to play, to enjoy, like that. So, the name Rama means somebody who is always enjoying, somebody who is always, he's an abode of pleasure, like that. So now he is an abode of pleasure, and anybody comes in contact with him, they also enjoy that pleasure, in the sense, you come in contact with Rama, so you also relish that transcendental pleasure. So now, for at this particular level, like at our level where we are studying grammar, we may not get into the analysis of how word Rama is formed. There is one Ram Dhatu, and that Ram Dhatu takes a series of pratyayas, and then it becomes, from Ram it becomes Rama. If you want to study at that level, then that is actually the study from the sutras. But right now, how much you can study, in this course is, Rama, and if I want to say, I want to use that word Rama in my sentence. I want to say that I see Rama, So then you know how to use it. Aham Ramam Pashyami. If I want to say that by Rama, then you know Ramena. If I want to say unto Rama, then you know Ramaya. If I say this world comes from Rama, Ramat Vishwam Pravartate, like that. So you will know how to use that Rama word in a sentence, that way. But the kind of analysis at the level of dhatu and all that, that's quite a extensive thing. For that you will have to study deeper, this way, because it's a big field in itself. Understand? So for you right now, you will go ahead with the basic fundamental meanings. Like you take a verse in Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. So you understand the basic meaning of the word Dharma Kshetra, right? What it means. And you are okay with that right now. If you want to study how the word dharma is formed, then that's the study I am saying. Dharma itself, kshetra itself, they are formed by some root, root, and that root takes some pratyaya, and that's how the word dharma is there. Dhr dhatu is there. Dhr dharayati. So dhr means to hold. So that which holds anything essentially, that's called dharma. So if you want to go to that level of analysis and all, then you have to study from sutras, and then sutras will allow you to go to that extent, this way. Understand?
That analysis helps us.
Oh, very much it helps.
Deeper understanding.
Very much. No doubt about it. When you study commentaries and all, you will see that acharyas, they analyze like that. They go to that level. They say here this word has this dhatu, so this meaning comes. For us, we will take general meaning, what we know as of now, this way. So that's okay. But even by that, there is a very great help, because you understand the words and you understand how it's flowing and everything. Yes. All right. Anything else? Okay, so let's go ahead. So now, yes, Prabhu.
One short question. When you write the word, at the end you put two dots, double dot. I just want to know what it is. Sometimes you write like Pullinga and then you put a double dot after it.
Oh, okay. Double dot. Fine. When I do this, and this, right? Okay, this in English is known as colon. Colon, I think C-O-L-O-N?
Colon.
Yeah, colon. So that means this is my title, and below this I am going to write something. It's a title, that's the thing. Colon. See, you have colon, you have semicolon, this is semicolon, this is comma, this is full stop, like that. So I was also first thinking that Prabhu is asking in Sanskrit, but because I am not writing it in Devanagari, if it was Devanagari, Prabhu, this double dot means Visarga. Yeah,
I noticed that's why.
Yeah, that's why you thought, yeah. But because I am not using Devanagari, see, if I were to write Devanagari, it will be like this, Ramaha. But because I am using the diacritics, so it becomes like this. So these two dots are Visarga actually in the Devanagari. But when I was using it after Pullinga, I was using English colon. It was English colon. Yeah, it had nothing to do with this. Because this Visarga or Halanta, you will use only when you are using Devanagari, you are writing in Devanagari. Like if I were to write a word like Bhavat, Bhagavat, it will be written like this in the Devanagari. So see, I am using this Halanta, Chinna. I can use it only in Devanagari. If I am writing diacritics, then it will be like this, Bhagavat. So I am not using these for any Devanagari purposes. I am using Roman. Okay. I think you might recognize Devanagari, you know, Mataji?
Yeah.
You understand, right?
I
Okay. You understand this.
This Rama.
Very good. Yes. Okay, so now we come to a very important concept called Karaka, which is like very great concept in Sanskrit. So in 5-10 minutes, whatever 7 minutes we have, we'll discuss and then we can pause. So you can see in the Enjoyable Grammar Volume 1, the Karaka is the next chapter, topic 3rd. See, topic 1st, you can see there on the projector. This is Volume 1, Enjoyable Sanskrit Grammar, Volume 1. So topic 1st, letters and sounds we covered. Structure of the Sanskrit language, we have covered this. Subanta, Tinganta, Pratipadikam, Dhatu, Supratyay, Ting Pratyay, all that. That's there. Now we are coming to the 3rd topic, which is Karakam or Karaka. Root word is Karaka and it takes the nominative case as Karakam, like that. So this is an important topic and we will see that why this is so important. So you see, basic concept of Karakam, factors of action. With reference to an action, there are factors which are directly related to the action. They are called Karakas. So, what is a Karakam? Literally in Sanskrit, the word is Karoti iti Karakam. Karoti, it does some action. The word is doing or playing some role of action. Karoti iti Karakam. So, what does that mean? See, Karakam tells you in the action of a particular sentence, is the word subject or is the word object or is the word instrument, is the word recipient, is the word origin, is the word locus, you know. So Karaka tells you what is the kind of role that that particular word is playing in the statement. So you can write down like this, that the role played by a word, that is known as Karak. The role that a word is playing in a sentence, like that. That is known as Karaka. Like if I say that Rama kills a deer, Ramaha mrigam hanti. So, who's the subject over here? Rama. What is the object? What is the action? Killing. Yes. Yes, hanti. Like that. So, as soon as I take that word Ramaha mrigam hanti, Rama kills a deer, like that deer, Maricha demon or something. Right? So then that word Rama, as soon as I say Rama, what role that word is playing in this statement? What role it is playing, the word Rama? Is it subject of the subject of this action? Is it object of the action? Is it instrument? What it is? It is subject. So Rama, when you say Rama is the subject, so that role that Rama is playing in the action is of being the subject of the action. Or here subject, she is saying also agent. Agent means subject. Both same. Meaning is same. It's just another usage. So Rama is agent of action or subject of action. He is the one who is doing it. So when I say, what is the Karaka of Rama? Karaka. What is the role of Rama in this action? What is his role? Karta. Got it. Rama is Karta in this particular statement. Rama is acting as the karta. What is the role of this mrigam in this statement? Yes, mrigam meaning the deer. Karma, you see here, karma, object of the action. So you will say that in the statement Ramaha mrigam hanti, Rama is playing the role of karta. Or you can just say Rama is karta. The way to speak is like this. In this statement, Rama is karta. In this statement, mrigam is karma. And this is how you speak, like that. Karta means the subject or agent. Karma means the object. Now, till now, subject object you must have seen, but there are these additional others also: instrument, recipient, origin. So these are like very important. All these 6, you will see that these are useful. So when I say karta, so Rama is doing this. Okay, I will use Krishna. Lot of Rama is used. So Krishna Danavam Hanti. Acha, Krishna Danavam Hanti. How does he kill? He kills by Banena. See, very quickly I am giving you the understanding of this. Krishna Banena Danavam Hanti. What's the meaning? Statement? By an arrow. Arrow. Yeah, Bana is arrow. Good. Krishna Banena Danavam Hanti. Krishna kills a demon by an arrow. So now in this statement, if I say Krishna, what is Karakam of Krishna? What is Karaka of Krishna? Karta. Very nice. What is Karaka of Danavam? Karma. What role it is playing? You are understanding? In this statement, what role it is playing? Danavam. So it is karma. The action is happening on him. Danava, the demon, is the object of the action. Subject of action is one who is doing it. Object of action is on whom it is happening. And then what instrument Krishna is using to kill the demon? This word. What is the instrument that he is using? Krishna, instrument, you understand instrument? Instrument is a means. Jai Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki Jai. So instrument means the means. Like a carpenter. Carpenter might be cutting something, and if he is cutting it by some saw, like electric saw or some axe, then we will say axe is the instrument, isn't it? So is the axe instrument or is the axe subject? It's instrument, yeah. Understand difference between two. Because subject is one who is doing it, and in his hand something is acting as an instrument. Like that, yes.
If we say only X is cutting.
Very good. Then in that case, X becomes subject. Very good. That's how it is. Because it all depends on how you are saying it. If you are not referring to one who is cutting, you are only want to say X is cutting, so then X becomes the karta. But if you are using it in a way that Rama is cutting by an axe, or the woodcutter is cutting by an axe, then it becomes instrument. So here, Krishna Danavam Hanti. So, Hanti kills. Who kills? Krishna. So that becomes your karta. Whom does he kill? or you can say he kills what? He kills a Danava. So this Danavam becomes karma object. Now you ask a question, by what does he kill? By means of what? So by means of a Banena, by an arrow. So that becomes your instrument. The third instrument of action, the third one, Karanam. So you say Karta, Karma, Karanam. Karta is the subject, Karma is the object, then Karanam is the instrument. So when I say to you, well, what is the Karaka of this word Krishna? What will you say? It's Karta. You say this word has the Karakam as Karta, or it's also said that this word is Kartrikaraka. Kartrikaraka, meaning this word has Karta as the Karak. Danavam. What is the Karakam of this word? Karma. Banena. What is the Karakam of this word? Karanam. So this is how. Now 3 more will come in the next session, we will see. But once you understand this, what is the Karakam, what is the role that word that is playing in the action, then it is like for all very easy for you to understand how the statement is going on. Yes, Prabhu? You have? Okay. Like that. So Karta, Karma, Karanam, agent of action, object of action, instrument of action. 3 more are there, which is recipient, who is receiving, then 1 more, origin, and finally locus. So all these words, once you understand the Karaka, each one of these Karakas, they take a certain form in the word, and that is only called as Vibhakti. That's it. The Karak is the role, and how that form will look in the word, that is Vibhakti. Just like if I say Krishna is the subject. So when I say Krishna is the subject, that is Karakam, Karta. And how does that word look in the word Krishna? That is the Vibhakti. That aha, what you have is the Vibhakti. So that is going to come ahead. Yes, Prabhu. Locus, yeah, so we'll see that. I'll explain in next session. 3 more are there. Okay, so this topic is like very important because it will go ahead with Vibhakti. All right. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So now we are slowly going ahead with concepts, so please make sure to revise. Otherwise, whatever you are hearing today is understood. Yesterday it's all gone. It should not happen like that. I'll give some exercise